suicide, suicide, suicide.
Happy Tuesday. I was having a good morning, you know what I mean? I really was, until I found out that D'Angelo passed away. He was fighting a battle with cancer, which so sad. I was literally just in here not like bawling, crying, but it was making me emotional, and I was just like, dang, it's crazy, because I just learned about a little bit more about D'Angelo, I would say a couple months ago, maybe earlier this summer. But there was a video on TikTok just talking about his journey with music and how he fell into alcoholism, and that it's been said that he was groomed, and you know, just like his journey in the industry and how things shifted after How Does It Feel came out. Obviously, like, he had his shirt off, everything was kind of like sexualized, and he fell into like a depression after that. And I'm just learning that was interesting at the time, because I'm just thinking how I can understand how that can make someone feel. The girl was saying that he was so obsessed with his body and like his image, and if he wasn't up to par, he would cancel the show, and like how the women that were coming to his shows were again sexualizing him, and it was too much for him. And again, he fell into alcoholism, and I was just like, dang. At the time, I was just learning, like, wow. So now hearing that he passed, all of that of course is surfacing back in my brain, and I'm just like, oh, that sucks. Just to hear like what his struggles were. Obviously, I don't know everything, but in terms of just like learning where his life ended up, it made me emotional. And I do feel connected to his music. Like, obviously grown up with him, like, you know, I love D'Angelo. I love his soulful, like, that speaks to the soulful side of myself, you know what I mean? And it just made me really sad. But also just a reminder of how fragile short life is, and how we are connected to people, and I guess in our own ways. Because a side of me is just like, Morgan, why are you sad? Like, why are you sad right now? Like, a side of me was like, girl, please, you know what I'm saying? But I was also just allowing myself to feel like sad about human life, and about like, again, just embracing this connection that I had to his music, and then to him, and then him battling with cancer. Like, all that is sad, you know, it's sad. So, but I said today is a D'Angelo day. Don't play nothing else. When I tell you I'm not playing no other music besides D'Angelo today, that's like my contribution, you know what I mean? Anyway, happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, if you're watching this on Sunday. But yeah, at the same time too, you never know what people are struggling with. I didn't even know he had cancer, and honestly, I haven't been like keeping up with him to see like what's been going on, the latest gossip about D'Angelo. Like, I wasn't up to date on where he was at the moment. And I guess that's just how things work. At the same time, anytime someone passes away, everyone's like trying to get their bearings, and, you know, pay their dues, and, you know, listen to their music, or they're trying to say, protect your friends, listen to your friends. Like, every time someone passes away, we all know that there's like a sense of, there's a lesson that starts to arise. And I do feel like, okay, it's okay to feel connected to things also. So anyway, I do have my hair in this little tink. I literally just kept it like this because it's been rainy, number one. Number two, I need to do my hair. I need to, like, my scalp is dying. This sounds really terrible, but I need to do my hair. as much as I don't feel like it. I really do. So I'm gonna be doing that this week. I do have the rest of the week. After today, I have the rest of the week off. I was supposed to be going to Florida. That's why I took off for this week, but then plans changed. I might go to Florida. So we'll just be hanging out this week. Hopefully, my goal though is to get some other videos recorded, at least prepped out, planned out, scripted, whatever, so that I can have some more things to throw up, you know. So that's the plan. And I will tune back in. If you listen to D'Angelo, drop your favorite song in the comments. Okay. Wait, also one other thing that I want to say is I wrote a LinkedIn post about I was basically saying that just because your opportunities are coming and going, it doesn't mean that you are regressing. It doesn't mean that, you know, I talked a little bit in my previous vlog about just how I was feeling kind of like stagnant or just kind of like stuck and kind of like blah. But what I was really trying to do, I told you guys basically I was going to write this LinkedIn post. So I ended up writing it literally just how I explained it in my previous vlog, because I was referring to how 2024 was just so much better than this year. Like 2024, I felt like I had so many opportunities. I was doing so many cool things. And what I was referencing in the LinkedIn post was how I got invited to like a LTK dinner. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys in my previous vlog, but that was like iconic to me. I was just like, oh my god. Now there was a couple other things that went into that. I knew someone on the team, so she was able to like throw me on the list, which was a blessing in itself, obviously, to know people. But another thing that I want to say is that you also have to be mindful of the times too, because I feel like this year has probably been kind of like iffy for a lot of people, or more than maybe their previous years. You know, it's like this year has already been, or these last couple of years for a lot of us has already been kind of like weird. Or after COVID, you know, you kind of like things get kind of weird for everyone, or people are struggling in different ways at this point in time. So just because I'm feeling away, I'm not alone in that also. So that was also something I wanted to remind myself of. And I think that in a weird way, you feel a sense of like community because of that, or you feel like you're not alone. It's comforting to know that you're not alone in a struggle or in a concern or in a whatever. It's comforting. So I think that it's just a couple other things that go into it. So I wanted to mention that if you guys watched my previous vlog, then I'm kind of like piggybacking on that thought. But again, I did post the LinkedIn post, so I was like thinking about it a little bit more this morning. So that was the thing. That's it. Guess what I got? Ooh! Hey. Oh wait, I guess I'll be still. Chipotleeee. Tink. Tink. You know, some vinaigrette. I think that my enjoyment for Chipotle has reignited because I just started getting chips. I never used to get chips. I just started getting chips. So now I just feel like it's so much better. Like I said, vinaigrette. So we're gonna do a vinaigrette pour. But honestly, like, wait, I don't know how bright it's gonna be because I don't want it to, oh, y'all can't even see for real. I actually wanted to save some, so I'm not gonna pour the whole thing. But so good, so yummy. I do have an Alleyoop. I started Wayward on Netflix because I finally got a Netflix account, child. I didn't have one for a year. I haven't had one, so I finally got Netflix. What's today? Oh, tomorrow Love is Blind comes on. So I'm about to eat, enjoy my food, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay. I don't even know where I should put y'all at this. I usually don't even really vlog at night for the most part. Like, usually y'all see me during the day. But I just wanted to make a comment about the lamp. I love the chrome look. Y'all know that's like, if you have seen any home decor, or if you see like home decor stuff on your For You page on TikTok, I always get home decor stuff because I be favoriting it. I be saving it. You know what I mean? So I always see like a little bit of chrome here, chrome there, chrome lamps, just like that like vibe. So I really do love that. I really do love that. But the shape of this lamp is not ideal for what I really needed. Like, I need to stop getting lamps with the down light. Like, I don't know why, like where the light is down. I need an open top, because what I really want to do is I really want to brighten up my space. I think that's a part of the reason why I was like, I need a lamp. I needed something to bring the light out. All of my lamps bring the light, and I didn't think about it until I put it up. And when I put it up, I was just like, ugh. This is, it's fitting the purpose aesthetically. I do love the chrome, like it's just like, oh cute. But as far as like actually brightening up my space, I was like, I kind of need some more. I needed something on the opposite side of my apartment, which is the point of me purchasing it. They had a red one too, but the red one, I think, was a red one. Why didn't I get the red one? Maybe because I've told myself I wanted to throw more color into my space in general. Like, I'm off the neutral vibe. Like, I need some more color in here, which is why I told y'all before I had purchased it's being blocked right now. I just put this here for a second. I told y'all this, but I purchased this picture for this print for that reason. I was like, I need some more color, just finding different ways to incorporate something different. I used to have pink lights also. I should get some pink back, but they broke. I should get my pink lights back. But I just wanted some more color or something. And then y'all see my little glow ball. I told y'all my little globe before, which is over there. I put it on that side, or here. Here. That was awkward. But again, I wanted some more color. And I guess with the red seemed like I was really jumping into the water. Like, I was just like, okay, red is like, you really throwing some color in there. But I do want to incorporate, like I said, just more color. But I will say I should have paid attention to the lamp in general. The other lamp over here that I just showed y'all, this one is so tremendously old. My dad had this one back like when I was a child. He had this lamp for the longest. Mind you, the stepper foot part don't even work. Like, I always have to just take it out the plug and plug it back in. Like, it works when you step on it, but if you step on it again, it will glitch. It won't pop the light on. So that light is tremendously old. I probably should just replace it in general. But I don't know if it's gonna mess up. Okay, because it wasn't focusing earlier. But anyway, I did move my stuff. Okay, it is. Okay, it's focused. I did move some stuff over. You guys may have noticed I put my Fiona here. This is Fiona. This is Fiona, and that is Forest. The bigger Pothos is no, this is a Monstera. Forest, Fiona. So Fiona's on the table. I was a little worried because of her little trail here, because she is growing, y'all. I saw the picture of her last year. She's growing. I do need to start changing out the vase. I know that. But regardless, I just switched some stuff around. So earlier today, I don't even think I really talked to y'all all that much today, because literally, y'all, it was 3:53 in the morning. Douche. I wake up very irritated, might you ask. I mean, if you were wondering, very irritated. I look at the clock. I said, I know they're not up there thumping, bumping, fist bumping, and crumping. I go to my phone. I swipe into my camera roll. I mean, I swipe into the camera app, record. I'm just laying down, literally trying to record. Mind you, I have no space on my phone. So I stopped the recording because I'm like, I'm going to fill up the space on my phone trying to record a moment. But it happens so sporadically, it's literally impossible for me to catch something. So it's really annoying. But I literally was back and forth between my camera app and the voice memo app, because I was like, maybe I'll record like just audio instead of doing the video. It was dark in my apartment anyway. So I'm like, maybe I'll record something. Didn't get a thing. But literally just, they've been back at the thumping stuff. I don't get it. Now, what I will say, I went on Reddit and I was looking at the different, like, because I Googled, like, can I like report my neighbors? Like, is this something I have a right to be annoyed about? Like, is this something I should just shut up about? Basically, yes. But I was looking at the videos people were uploading onto Reddit about their neighbors. I don't have it that bad. I think, thank you Lord, I do not have it that bad. The thumping and bumping is not as consistent with them as it is for other people. Like that, I'll get a thump here and there, or I'll get like a series of a couple thumps, and then it'll just, I don't know what's going on up there. Gosh, they be stressing me out. Or I'll hear, also when I was up in the middle of the night, because they woke me up, I was hearing talking also. So I'm thinking in my head, like, go to bed, like go to sleep. I did see, of course, you can report it to your leasing office, and some people, if it's bad enough, they'll let you break your lease early so you can move, because it's called quiet, oh, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I kept forgetting what it was called. It's called like quiet comfortability, or it's like a phrase that they use to basically say, I deserve quiet in my apartment. I deserve some sort of peace. But whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna go to Walmart. So I just threw in this little Amazon set that I had showed you guys from like a couple vlogs ago. So it's just my little basic tink, and I just put a sweater on because it's like 50 something degrees. So just a quick run. I'm just literally getting like mouthwash, like just little basic stuff. I need some tissue. So this is my first time, well, not my first time, I did go out the house earlier. I did get some groceries and I did my laundry. But this is my first time getting dressed. Yeah, because when I do my laundry, I look like a bum. Okay, a bum. Hey. It is, what's today? It's Thursday. I am literally sitting in front of my workout class. I'm early. I had to put air in my tire this morning, so I took a bunch of extra time to make sure I went to the gas station. Put some air in my tire, but it's like by the time that was done, by the time I went to Wawa, and then it was like the class was only maybe like 12 minutes away. So I'm like, dang, I did not calculate that well at all. Anyway, this is a hot Pilates class. So this is the class that be killing me. You know what I'm saying? This is the class. What was the fist for? But this is the class that really be like kicking my behind. So I do have my water. Okay. Let's say, can y'all hear that ice? Yeah, I had to put the ice in there. And I almost forgot, every time we have the class, they either will have to do, depending on the instructor, we'll have like the workout ball, workout bands, and weights, right? And I had this random thought, and I was just like, oh my gosh, a couple years ago, I bought workout bands from this girl who, it's called, y'all have probably seen her before. She's from Jersey, actually, but she moved some years ago. But her brand is called, I think it's called Active. It's like this AK, what's her name? Oh my gosh, what is her name? If it will focus, it's so bright. It's so bright. Okay. But basically it's called Active Fitness. And I forgot that I purchased these bands. Now, what really bothers me about the ones that they have is that sometimes they're like the rubber material. So then they'll like roll up your legs, especially if you have shorts on. Now I have pants on because it's getting colder outside. But for the most part, I was like, I forgot I had this. I'm about to use my own stuff. I actually did see this girl before when she came in, or she was sitting next to me, and she had all her own supplies. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Okay, by the way. Anyway. So again, using my own workout bands. But the girl that was next to me, she had all her own, she had everything neatly placed next to her. She was like, everything was like packed and set next to her yoga mat. Oh shoot. Almost forgot. Oh my gosh, y'all, haven't taken this class in a minute. I almost forgot I need my yoga mat. Y'all, I would have got out of this car without it. I promise you I would have, because I wasn't thinking about that yoga mat. Anyway, but you know what I was thinking about? I have like 20 minutes into a class, mind you. But okay, I was thinking about there's been this topic going on TikTok about like girls saying that they would tell their friends' boyfriends if they found out that they were cheating. Like cheating is just like a draw, like that's where they draw the line. They don't even play when it comes to their friends cheating. So again, the person said that they would tell their friends, that's a loud truck, they would tell their friends' boyfriends if their friend was cheating on them. First of all, where's the girl code? Okay, like, first of all, not to say you should be cheating. I do think cheating is wrong. I I do think cheating is wrong. You know what I mean? But I just feel like that's just weird. I feel like that is very male-centered to me. Like, I don't know, that's very male-centered to me. Like, I don't know, what would you, if my friend contacted my man and said, hey, Morgan was with another guy last night, I just wanted to let you know. It's just like, hey, not saying that's not your business, but I just feel like if we're friends, I would come to my friend first. I would say if cheating was a deal breaker in my heart and in my mind, I would go to my friend and say, hey, sister, we need to talk. We need to talk. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would come to my friend and sit her down and let her know that this is wrong. You know, I would do all of that before I jump to just telling her boyfriend. I just feel like that's kind of insane. And not saying girl code as in like, oh, we always have to stick together. You can never tell me about my wrongs. And that's a part of the reason why I don't like when people try to reframe the term girl's girl. I hate that. I hate that, because to be a girl's girl, I think people have been minimizing it to just like standing up for women regardless of anything, or not holding women accountable. I don't think that's what it is. I think that the term came about because it's just to say, I'm not a pick-me. I'm not going to choose men over my friends. I'm not going to tear other women down in the hopes of gaining the attention of male in order to gain male validation. I feel like that's really what a girl's girl is. It's more about just respecting other women. When I first heard the term girl's girl, it came up because it was a conversation on Twitter. It was something, and I don't call it X, it's Twitter. But there was a conversation on Twitter where it was like a girl had gotten a DM from a man that she knew was in a relationship, and she didn't know the guy, I guess didn't really know the girl, but knew he was dating her. And she was like, I'm going to be a girl's girl and tell the girl that your man is DMing me. That was more of like the girl's vibe. Not to say, oh, I'm just gonna talk to her cousin, or I'm gonna talk to her man. I don't owe her anything, so I'm gonna talk to her man. I don't care if she knows. Like, that's not being a girl's girl. Being a girl's girl in her eyes was to say, you know what, I'm going to respect this woman enough to let her know that her man is not being faithful to her. That was the girl's thought in my mind. Not to say like, oh, well, I'm just going to blindly, like, I'm going to turn my eye to all the things that women do. That's not what being a girl's girl is. And I hate that people are reframing that definition. But I will say that in general, I think that being a girl's girl is being a friend is a part of being a girl's girl also. Having your friends back, talking to your friend when they're wrong, like, that's all a part of being a girl's girl. And I think that a conversation about cheating, again, you addressing your friend to say, this is not right, and I think that you should break up with him. You got to do something different. Talk to your friend about what's going on, what's wrong. Like, are you unhappy? What can you do to change your situation? Like, having those conversations are way more important than you just bypassing all of that to say something to her man. I think that I don't know, that's weird to me. That's weird to me. And I also feel like on the topic of cheating, there's no such thing as a get back. Like, I don't feel like if her friend is like, if you have a conversation with your friend and she's like, yeah, well, he cheated on me first, so I'm just doing it back. There's no such thing as that. You know what I'm saying? If your man cheated on you and you decide to stay with him and forgive him and work through it, then allow it to be that. Don't be like, oh, well, you know, now I just have to see him hurt back. It's just like, that relationship that sounds toxic to me. Either you leave him alone, either you leave him alone or you find a way to work through it. Obviously, cheating is something that's going to take some time to work through. You're not going to forget. I'm not saying this means to never bring it up again, because women are you're going to bring up your pain. But either you decide to work through it and allow that to be the roller coaster that it will be, or you leave him alone. So if your friend be like, okay, well, yeah, he cheated on me first, oh well, it's just like, that would be a conversation with my friend also. Like, sister, I love ya. I love you a lot, but this is not good. This is not good for your mental, and this is not going to be good for his. Like, I think that you should figure something else out. Like, that would be the conversation you have with your friend. Not, oh, well, I'm just going to tell her man. Cringe. Ick. Okay, I'm trying to fix y'all a little better. But class yesterday kicked my behind, I will say. I guess a couple reasons. Well, I won't say reasons, but for the most part, I just felt more nauseous than normal. I'm just picking at my nails. I just took my nail polish off. I really need to repaint them, but they was looking crazy, all chipped, so we're just bearing it for the next class. But there was a point where I was just like, whoa, like, hold on, you know. And I will say that wasn't my best class. Like, sometimes I leave classes. That was my hot Pilates. I told y'all before, it kicks my behind every single class. Like, that's one of the classes that it's challenging. Not only is it hot, but it's constant, the constant moving, whatever, okay? So, kicks my behind every time. I just felt more winded and more like I had to stop. Like, I couldn't even do the moves at one point. I just sat there. I'm just like, okay. Hold on, slow down, Savannah, you know? But I got through it. I think that was like the message at the end of the day. It's like, okay, I got through it. I hadn't been to that class in a while either, so I'm not surprised by that. I just kind of like literally chilled for the rest of the day. Last night I ended up washing my hair because I was just like it's getting crazy. I purposely left it messy. I literally just put like a really huge scrunchie on it. Hold on. I have these like really big like headband scrunchies, which I think are perfect if you're a natural hair girly, because then it's like it's not that much tension. I literally am just like putting it up there and hoping my hair holds it. My little bit of hair, you know what I mean? But I kept it messy again because I didn't want to put clips and stuff in it for my class. I literally just did a twist out and I washed my hair with the Rawa. This is the shampoo and conditioner. I worked with them in the past. I'm gonna turn it this way. I've worked with them in the past, not on this particular line, but I always like Rawa. They're like a clean brand and they get the job done. I will say that I always feel very like, you know, but what I also do is I use a detox shampoo, and the detox shampoo that I use first before I go in with the Rawa is the Way. This is the Way. Hold on. I love the Way. You know, so this is the Way detox one. I have the bigger one of this, but when I went, they invited me to an event with them literally last year in New York, and I took home a bunch of products, if y'all remember, and then this one was, you know, just sitting here. So I'm like, I might as well just use this one and then finish up my big one whenever this one's done. Of course, moisturizer. I did a hair mask. I used the Amika hair mask. I have 2 of them. This is my second one, but this is the one that I used yesterday. So I literally just put my hair, separated my hair, put it into little clips, and let it sit under a shower cap. I don't have like a heated situation. I don't have like a deep condition that I can like really do. So I ended up just letting it rock under the shower cap. So that was that. Again, just a little twist out moment. I really needed to do something different with my hair because it was getting kind of crazy. And it really didn't look good. Like, it just was like, I was just didn't feel like washing it, which I really need to stop doing. I really need to wash my hair every 2 weeks. It's really what I need to do. So hopefully I'll clock in with myself, you know. But last night, it's actually been happening for a couple of days now. My upstairs neighbors, I told y'all before I was having like a little issue with them before where like it was banging and yelling and they were like fighting. They were like going through this little spat. I don't know what was going on, but it stopped for a moment where it's like I wasn't hearing the banging and whatever, but it's happening again. And I don't know if he back off the drugs. Like, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. I told y'all before, I really think it's something mental healthy. You know what I mean? So, and I was literally just thinking to myself how yesterday was the first day I said a prayer for them. And it sounds kind of crazy, but usually when I'm thinking about the situation, I'm asking God to just like help me. Like, the prayer is more directed at me and how I can be at a place of peace in my space. That's more of what it is. But yesterday was the first day I was like, help them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going on because I feel like it's purpose. I feel like they're doing it on purpose. Now, this morning I did snap and I yelled, hey! It was literally 7 in the morning. But the night before that, it was like 3, 4 in the morning. I don't know if I told y'all this already. But I did like yell this morning because it literally happened in a split second. I was laying down. I was trying to ignore it. I've been sleeping with my head, with the pillow over my head. Like, it's getting to be frustrating, whatever. But when I tell y'all, it's been purposefully stomping like this. Do, 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 do. Like, I swear it's on purpose. And I actually happened to get it on recording out of the, like, couple times that it happened. And after that, I got right on my email. I said, let me clip this video and send it, because I let it go before. I told y'all I called the cops before. I let it go. I put that in the email too. I said there's been a point where I've even had to call 911. You know, and the word that I was looking for when I was explaining this the other day is called quiet enjoyment. That's the term that they use, quiet enjoyment, because I deserve to enjoy my quiet. I deserve to sit here in peace. But the thing is, every time, like when I was looking up the stories on Reddit, most of them were looking for a way out of their lease. Like, it seems as if the result is the person that's complaining moving, as opposed to the person that's doing the harm moving. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing that I can say unless I'm prepared to move. They're not going to punish them. Like, that's what it seems like from the Reddit articles or the Reddit posts that I was reading through. And that's really annoying, because moving to me is not practical right now. Like, I can't move right now. So it's just kind of like I feel like I'm complaining into like a void, into like a black hole. Like, I feel like it's not gonna go anywhere, which is really frustrating. But I guess at least there's some sort of record. Now, another thing that I was thinking, hold on. The thing that I was thinking, I saw this TikTok, right? And this person was saying how she was hearing a repetitive dog bark. She said that she like lived in the hood. I don't know if y'all saw this or not, but she was saying like, I live in the hood or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she thinks it's a government setup thing. Like, she thinks that like, it wouldn't be surprising to her if those dog barks were being sounded off intentionally to drive people crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and you can hear the dog barks in the background. They were so repetitive and so consistent. It was like, it sounded like a robot. Like, it really did. It was like, arf, arf, arf. Like, it was, they were the same pitch, the same tone, the same frequency. And it was just really weird listening to the dog barks in the background. But she was just like, she feels like that's not, like, that's being done intentionally so that people are like maybe driven out of the spaces, or maybe they just kind of go crazy. And I'm like, that would be not surprising to me. Not gonna lie, because you know they're using any and every tactic to get these people out those places so they can rebuild them and gentrifying. You know what I mean? So that wouldn't be surprising to me. But what I was thinking of is how crazy those things can happen with neighbors. Like, you go crazy. I can't imagine not being able to ever sleep. That would probably send someone into a psychosis. And it's something so sinister about doing that purposely to strangers. And that's why the prayer about them was more important to me. Like, it stood out in my brain, because I was just like, that was the first time I did that. And they probably need it. Like, but it's something so sinister about the purposefulness of it. Like, I don't even do, we don't even have any interactions. If anything, I may see them walk into their car. Like, we see each other, but it's never like, we've never spoken to each other. So it's just like, why are you doing this? Like, and also what I was thinking about, this kind of ties into the girls thing, because there's no way in hell that I could watch my man purposely torment another woman, a young woman that he doesn't know, for no reason. I'm literally like, because it's no way, no, because it happens at any time of the day, and she be home. So it's just like, there's no way that you're watching your partner do this to someone. And even if you want to take the girls part out of it, even woman to woman, it's like, I would be looking at my man like, what are you doing? If he was doing that to anybody, but specifically to another woman that he doesn't know, that is younger than them. Like, I literally, like, you know, that hasn't done anything. Like, I think that's just so crazy to watch the person that you live with do to somebody else. But it's just psychosis. You know what I mean? I understand why someone would go crazy. But what I will say is, I don't know if I said this to you guys already. All you need to, okay, just making sure. I booked a bar class this morning, so they sent me an email, wanted to make sure they wasn't canceling. If my leasing office doesn't reply back to my email, I will be calling them to make sure that they got it, because this has been so frustrating. Oh, and you know another thing that I was thinking? I was thinking about the Ring camera. You guys know I hated the Ring camera. I didn't like the thought of just constantly being monitored in that way. But one thing about me is I can shift my perspective. One thing about me is I'm easy to and quick to think about something in a different way. I'm quick to think of something more positively. You know what I mean? Like, I can be optimistic naturally. You know what I mean? So, like, I was like, oh, okay. Kind of a blessing in disguise. Because if something were to happen, or if they do something annoying, or they, like, you know, you never know what can happen. But there would at least be some sort of evidence for it. I said this to y'all before, but I think that since they're bothering me so much, it's like, at least there would be some sort of record of something if anything changes, or if they, again, try to, like, be weird. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if people go into, like, now I don't want to keep saying psychosis because I feel like that's so extreme, but I wouldn't be surprised if people experience versions of psychosis, or they go a little crazy because they can't sleep, because people are, I remember a story was like this was on TikTok, where someone was saying their neighbors were doing this to them, and they had like a word for it. It was something really dark and deep. It was weird, but I remember someone was saying that their neighbors were really doing it to them on purpose, and it's sinister, you know. It's sinister. But anyway, I am going to get ready for my class in a little bit. I want to head out a little bit early, and that's another part of it too. I be trying to leave the house. I don't want to sit in here if I gotta listen to it. You know what I did earlier? I put my headphones on. That's what I did. I didn't say that to y'all. I put my headphones on, and I had music playing, and I could feel the thumps, but like I wasn't listening to them as closely, because I literally had just something blasting in my ears the whole time. But it's like, why do I have to live like that? It was a solution, but it's very temporary, because even headphones will give me a headache sometimes. So it's like, I can't even do that all the time if I wanted to. But I'm going to get ready for class in a minute, and then afterwards I'm going to come back and get dressed. I guess try to do something else to my hair. And then I'll show y'all like my outfit. I'm gonna put a little makeup on. I'm just going to, like, it's like a show of some sort. I don't even know. I'm just tagging along. Okay. This is where we landed. This is the repeat outfit. It is getting cooler outside. As y'all see, I told y'all I twisted up my hair, so hopefully I don't have like the line on my head, but if anything, I'll fix it. I have y'all so low so y'all can see the full thing. This is a knit skirt from Gap, and obviously I'm wearing my Vans. This little jacket is from Zara, and then this bag is my TJ Maxx bag. And then my earrings are from Shein. My fragrance, this is my signature, okay? So we have Ralph Lauren Romance Intense. Also, didn't get a chance to paint my nails. We're gonna say that in a second. Ralph Lauren Romance Intense, and then we have Mugler Angel Stellar. Boom. And then Pulse Points gets the Baccarat Rouge oil, which is, I just got this from like an oil store. It smells really nice. And then the Fruity Almond by Dossier. These four, cha-ching, you know what I mean? Always has me smelling good. Now, about the nails, I was literally thinking, I was trying to make time for it, but my ride is on the way. So I'm just like, I really won't have time to let them dry. So they'll either be like painted, but like kind of messed up, you can't really see them, or just leave them. And I was thinking to myself, like, do I care that much? You know what I mean? Like, do I really, really, really care? Do I still not look good? Now, granted, I understand some girls feel like their nails are a part of themselves. It's a part of their aesthetic. I agree. You know what I mean? But my personal aesthetic, is it a part of mine? Not really. You know what I mean? I think that maybe a part of me has adopted everyone else's opinions of nails. You know what I mean? I keep saying, you know what I mean. Oh my God. Anyway, so maybe like a part of me, I would like them to be painted. I think maybe I would like them to be painted at least. But I also am not gonna like bite my fingers off because they're not. That's my final think. Now I do have like a long sleeve, just like a white shirt on. Again, this is a repeat outfit, but the last time I wore this outfit, my hair was different and I think I had different accessories on, so it just feels like a whole different outfit once you change up some stuff. But this is what we got. I do need to delete some footage off my SD card because y'all are like full right now. And yeah, I guess I'll make a TikTok real quick because it's kind of like a chocolate brown moment, you know. Okay, BRB. Okay, I decided to add the glasses. I know that they're like a peachy color, but my bag is kind of peachy, and also I just liked how they brought everything else together. Like, I just like the extra pop of color. So let me get out of here. Okay, bye. Just let it play with them. Just open on my phone and it said it needs space, so I hop on a full flat and on speed race. I just was the only OG. Did I leave it? All your friends, fans, and names, just they got previous. When I tell y'all, did not do anything the other day. When I was recording, I'm like, oh yeah, we're about to go out. I'll just da-da-da. The person that I was with ended up having an emergency and then we had to turn around. So the night was kind of over. But what we did do, let me show you guys really quickly. We went to this place called Suntees and they sell like sweatsuits. And apparently it's the same, I forgot what the word is, but it's like the thickness of the material, of the sweat material. It has a certain word. You ever go to like Walmart and you have like a sweater from them and it's really thin, or like maybe it's itchy or it's not good quality, but the good quality, I forgot the name for it, but they have really good quality sweatsuits and stuff, and apparently it's the same quality that what's the Essentials, apparently it's the same quality as those. So he ended up, I got a black one. It's a sweatsuit. It has a scrunch bottom. I was between the scrunch bottom and the it was a flare, like a flare leg, but I kind of like a flare leg. Like I kind of don't mind, not a dramatic flare, but if it's a straight leg pant, I kind of don't mind a straight leg like sweat. But I ended up switching it to the black because at first I was gonna get navy blue. Like I was back and forth. So these are the pants, and then this is the hoodie. Like when I tell y'all, the quality is great. I got a small. I'm typically a medium because I wanted it, I don't know, I was back and forth between a small and medium because I didn't want it to be like too oversized looking, but I actually wish I got it a little bit bigger because the pants, if the sweatpants make your butt look cute, then they too small, you know what I mean? So I would have preferred a size up because I don't mind that baggy sweatsuit look. So I kind of wish I did size up, but it's fine. And then it's just a basic little pullover hoodie. And again, the place is called Suntees. It's in like North Jersey. It's called, well, yeah, closer that way. It's called Suntees. They also have a website too. But when I tell you quality is great, like great. So I don't, and honestly, I was also saying that I don't have a whole lot of sweat stuff. All of my sweat stuff I've turned into work clothes. Like I literally wear all of my sweatpants, all of my hoodies, but maybe like except a couple, like 2 or 1 to work. Like I literally made everything very like loungewear, work clothes. So this I'm not gonna wear to work because the quality is actually really good, and it was only $30. So again, yeah, I like that. So that was literally all we ended up doing, and then we just had to turn around because he had an emergency, so we had to turn around. But literally yesterday I just chilled all day, watch TV. Oh my gosh, what did I watch? Not by accident, because I knew what it was about. The Perfect Neighbor. Y'all, like when I tell you, I bawled my eyes out. There was literally I made the conscious decision to watch it. Now what I will say, I don't like watching crime shows that have to do with black people. I don't like watching people beat up, videos of police beating up black people. I don't like watching stuff like that. I will literally like I'm literally, I can't. There was even a point where I felt like I couldn't even listen to stories and news reports about it because it just is so, it's so heavy. Like, oh my god, it's just so heavy. It doesn't make me feel good. So if you feel like crying, please watch it. You know what I mean? I bawled my eyes out. Oh god, that was not on my bingo card. Like, and it's like, I guess it was because again, I knew what I was getting myself into. I'm just making a coffee. Gosh. But I knew what I was getting myself into. I know my light isn't on, but hold on, I'm gonna be real quick. Don't mind me, real quick. But I I knew what the situation was gonna be because I had saw the trailer on Twitter like a couple months ago. But girl, if you plan on watching it, just that's probably annoying. Hold on. Okay, I made a coffee a little bit differently yesterday. I literally just used I didn't use cold brew. I used instant coffee, and then I just added like a bunch of milk to it. Like I kind of just made it like this, but I didn't finish. I was like, oh, what I've been doing is I just put it in a little mason jar and then use it as the base for the next coffee I made. I'm like, girl, why not waste it? Just put it in the mason jar and revamp it. So this time, I know this is probably not the best coffee way, but I'm just gonna continue making the coffee like I typically do with my Stoke cold brew, and then just add creamer, like whatever. I don't care. Coffee is coffee, you know. And it bet not be nasty. I'm gonna add a little flavoring to it also, actually, just so that I'm not like completely messing myself up. So, complete coffee. Let me see. That's strong. Good enough. But again, if you plan on watching The Perfect Neighbor, please be cautioned. Like seriously, I saw a TikTok where the lady was just like, if you're black, don't even bother to watch it. Like it's going to disrupt your spirit. It's going to be a hard watch. Like, and I completely agree. I'm not gonna. I guess I won't ruin it for y'all because I don't know if you do plan on watching it. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all which parts like made me cry. But whatever. Just saying though, I did sit around like again watching something all yesterday. Oh my gosh, y'all, my body is so sore because I took a hot Pilates and then I took a bar strength class the next day. Oh my gosh, like how do you work out through the pain? Like I just be like, ooh, I can't do it. I can't move. Like what else am I to do? I like literally everything hurts. My calf muscles hurt. I can't do a squat. Just forget about it. I will be booking a class to waste my money because I'm not going to be able to really do the class how I really would want to if I wasn't sore. So it's just a struggle. Maybe I'll go for a walk. But what else have I also been watching? Obviously I've been watching oh my gosh, I have to hurry up. But I've been watching Love is Blind. Easy, duh, you know what I mean? But I saw this post on TikTok where somebody was saying that he doesn't believe that couples last because they never get over their first argument. And I was just like, wow, that's an interesting perspective. But what it is that first argument will set you up for the rest. Like that first argument will kind of lay the groundwork for what y'all issues will be. Or sometimes also the first argument is so jarring because you're learning this person, or maybe you're learning how this person is arguing, or you have it's the first time in your mind that you have a new viewpoint of the person that you're dating. Yeah, it's the first time you probably like are able to see a different side of them. I had two friends that had an argument like a couple months ago, and it was jarring for the both of them because it was just kind of like, well, damn, we've never seen the side of each other. We've never argued before. So again, that very first argument, not saying this applies to them, but I'm just saying in general, like having that first argument can be like the point where you're like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that was interesting because when I was watching Love is Blind, there's one couple who never got over their first argument. That first argument literally showed exactly who they were going to be to each other. And the scenario was like, the first time, I don't know if you guys watched Love is Blind, but I forgot the names of the couples. I'm not that attached to the season at all, but I will say the scenario was like, basically they got into like a little spat, a little misunderstanding, and then she went outside to cry. Like she was like letting out her emotions. She was very emotional. She was just like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe, I guess that they were arguing. She walked out on the balcony. She was crying. He went to the bathroom. He got back in the bed. And he like literally was like getting ready to snuggle back in. He peeked over at her outside on the balcony. He was just like, are you crying? Like this was literally how he was acting. He was like, why are you crying? Like literally yelling to her from the balcony. And in that moment, it's like, yes, maybe it was annoying. Maybe she wanted a little bit of attention by crying on the balcony. Maybe she wanted him to come and console her. I feel like maybe it was a little performative. Like, oh, let me just go cry in the balcony so he can come and see me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of felt like that a little bit. But if this is someone that you love, I would just feed into it. to be fair, especially for the first argument. Maybe like if this person does it 80 times and you over it, fine. But if it's like the first argument, and say my man out there crying, I made him cry for whatever reason, I would go and see what's wrong. Like I would go and say, like I would go and comfort him in that moment. And that's a part of the reason why that argument lasted so long, because she's just like, you not even coming to check on me. Like, what? Like, this is so weird. That first argument showed her exactly who he was. The last argument, when they were breaking up, same thing happening. She's crying. He's like, you're just not my person. And she's crying. He's sitting on the couch like this. Say if the plant is a couch. No, say if the plant is her. His arm is rested on the back of the couch like this. Watching her cry. Like, that's literally how he looked. Like, and I was just like, are you gonna console her? Like, I'm just like, oh no, could never be my man. Never. I'm crying and you're just sitting here, you're not even touching me, you're not even trying to comfort me emotionally. There's no emotional nothing there. And she even said, dang, like, can you, like, you don't, she said, you don't even care. Like, you literally look like you don't even care. I'm sitting here crying my eyes out to you. I just told you I'm heartbroken that you broke up with me, right? You're breaking up with me. And he's just like, oh, she's like, you didn't even, you're not even hugging me. Like, you can't even hug me right now in this moment. And he's like, well, I can hug you. It's just like, save it. Like, you know, it, again, that moment to me was a parallel to that very first argument that they had. So seeing that TikTok and then thinking about them as a couple, I said, well, yes, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense for couples not ever getting over that very first argument. Of course, it depends on compatibility. I was talking about this with my sister. Of course, it depends on other things, but in general, I just thought that was interesting. So, but okay, I'm gonna end the vlog off here because I really need to start editing. I have not edited a thing. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Double text got me out of my element. I don't wanna feel like I'm settling. Double texting you.
Fix yourself. Stop embarrassing me. Fix yourself.
Let's go. Ouch, I hit my nail.
I crumbled, I failed. But it's like a cut out, and I'm gonna juice today. Ugh. What is the name of it? Pistachio muffin. Oh. Ugh. Perfect. Like, split your leg and you go like, ah! Like, oh. Every time you brag about something or somebody, they act up. Every single time. Anyway, okay.